Darcy and I have been a hand and paw volunteer team for about 2 years, and I guess we've been coming to the VA about a year. I actually asked to come to the VA. My son is an Army veteran, and so that's kind of near and dear to my heart, and I felt like we would be able to give back to those soldiers and the veterans that served our country.
One of the ways that Hand and Paw has been very helpful is that we utilize it to help mitigate pain, to alleviate boredom, to alleviate loneliness.
The Hand and Paw therapy team allows us to access veterans in ways that medications can't. I've watched Darcy go up to veterans and it lights up their eyes, and they remember being back at home with their animals, and they remember those relationships, and sometimes those are the most meaningful relationships they've ever experienced in their life.
I've definitely seen changes during not only the patients but the staff. It gets stressful up here sometimes, and whenever Darcy walks through those doors and Jennifer, you can just see the staff immediately change.
I can attest to it myself. When Darcy comes in, everybody notices that I go straight to Darcy and I get a couple pets in and a belly rubs.
I just love being a team because I can see the impact it makes when we're out on a visit. I just feel like it's very much a privilege to me to be invited into somebody's life, especially in the hospital or the VA. Just being able to be part of their healing process has been very impactful.
One of my favorite times of Darcy and Jennifer's visit was we had a patient that none of us could reach. So I sort of hesitantly knocked on his door when Jennifer and Darcy were here, and I said, Mr. So-and-so, would you like a visit from our therapy dog? And that man perked up and sat up in his bed, and he said, well, yes, I would. And Darcy jumped right up on him, and he was petting on Darcy and loving on her and opened up for the first time, telling us about his dogs and his experience. This was the bridge that got a connection with him.
If I could say one thing to the Hand and Paw therapy teams and donors and supporters, I would say your work matters. I think our veteran population is a very vulnerable population, and they are often the ones that I think are forgotten about. And Hand and Paw does not forget them. They come in and you can definitely see the impact on the veterans and their families every single time.
I would love to say thank you to Hand and Paw. Having Darcy and Jennifer come has been altering in so many of our patients' lives and so many of our families' lives. Having them come in here has been very life-altering.